So this is just going to be one of them little short videos again, uncharacteristically optimistic and positive from me. But it's January and it's very windy, it's very cold. Actually it's quite bright today, which is unusual for January. But yeah, January's it's a glum, dark, miserable month in it. I think we all get a bit down in it, so it's just a little list of fragrances to brighten up this darkness. Not necessarily fresher ones or what have you, but just ones to oh, the wind. Just ones to kind of put a bit of a smile on our faces. Alright, no need for waffle. So first up on this list of kind of radiant, bright, lovely fragrances for the darkness of this month is from April Aromatics, and it's called Liquid Dreams. It's predominantly a citrus fragrance. It's bright oranges and kind of hints of other citruses in it, but it's also got like the kind of citrusy florals, probably the wrong word, but like osmanthus running through it as well. A mimosa, which obviously have them sweet brightness things, to my nose anyway. So it's got, as along as with them zesty, beautiful citruses, there's also a kind of yellowy, peachy kind of brightness running through it. It's magnificent, really. Again, I'm not one for the old freshies, but sometimes there are some beautiful ones around, and this is definitely one of them. Obviously it does suit the warmer weather more, but when it's grim, well, it's not that grim, is it, today? But when it's January, it's certainly one of them that brightens up the day. I'm not going to go into loads of detail again, trying to keep this video really short. So that's Liquid Dreams from April Aromatics. Next up is one that makes all these lists. It's just because it's the brightest fragrance on earth. It's brighter than the surface of the sun, and that is Reflection from Milano. What a fragrance. Similar to the other one, although the other one isn't mimosa dominant, this one is. This one's mimosa. I think there's a bit of osmanthus in this as well. There's predominantly all these wonderful musks. There's a clean soapiness about it. There's just an absolute brightness. You can't imagine anything brighter. You have to wear sunglasses to wear this one. It's really strange to say you can sniff a brightness. It's quite an unusual concept, but in this, because I suppose it takes you to all them luminous yellows and what have you, and obviously I've just spoke about this one, so I'm not going to go wildly into it, but it's like what they call glow sticks at a rave. My God, it's been a while since I've been at a rave. You know, all them glow sticks in the air waving about, or like it's described as like an alien planet of fluorescent, iridescent kind of plant life, and that it's glorious, and it will brighten up anyone's day. That's a Mask Milano Reflection. Next up is Secret of Success from State of Mind. Now this one is one of them that I think it's a good one for all year round. Now it's tea. It's like this beautiful, slightly fruity tea, maybe from the touch of cinnamon and stuff, and again musks, woods and stuff, but really it's all about the tea. And it's like this is the sort of weather where you'd sit in your heated conservatory. I don't have one of them, I'm not posh, you know, with your little cup of tea in a see-through glass, watching the tea sort of come out. What even is that? I'm lost for words today, but you know what I mean. Watching all the colours swirl round as the water gets darker and darker from the tea. Just, it's beautifully, it's relaxing, it's very classy. The spices in it do give it that little touch of warmth, but again it's bright, it's radiant. Something about tea, isn't there? Like the warm, calm air and the whole experience of drinking a cup of tea. I don't go too much over this, but you know what I mean. It just warms you up from the inside out, calms you and everything. which is needed in this wind, if you can even hear me. So that's Secret of Success from State of Mind. Next is one, you know, it could make every list ever for anything. But as far as adding a bit of brightness to a dark day, or any day, is that classic Dior Homme. Now, Dior Homme, the original one, the proper one I'm talking about here, we all know it because of the iris, but also the woods and the lavender running through it give it this bright pop, this kind of as well as being classy and kind of just elegant, that them brighter aromatic feels throughout it give it this certain sort of, again, I don't want to say it doesn't smell yellow, but it has a yellow radiance in amongst the kind of iris and woods, and that kind of chocolatey iris also gives it this sort of really want to smell it, and I think that's again is something that would bring a smile to someone's face. So I don't need to go on and on and on. We all know what Dior Homme is, and we all know what it smells like, so that's Dior's Homme. And finally on the list is my latest blind buy, Insanity. But God, I love it, and it's very bright for this kind of year. I'll go into a proper review of it at some point, obviously. But from my early impressions of wearing it a few times, it's predominantly a blackcurrant fragrance. There's obviously a lot more to it. It's an amouage. There's a kind of ylang ylang. I think there might be orange blossom, giving it a texture and a kind of warm sea base under there. You know what I mean? That kind of colourful, kind of sweet nectar kind of sea under the blackcurrant. And there's some aldehydes which make it pop and fizz and you know, bubble. It's not, to me, it's not aldehydes like Chanel No. 5 aldehydes. It's just that little uplifting kind of fizz. And as it develops, so it's amouage, that blackcurrant really does stay. Goes through stages, probably mixing with some of the florals. Sometimes a little bit pissy and a little bit kind of vintage. Not always, not a lot, but I quite enjoy that. But yeah, further in, the incense comes through, a kind of smoky kind of incense. And again, I'm not entirely 100% sure, but there's something like a frankincense in that base, that kind of nearly citrusy kind of resin, warm thickness in there, mixing with the woods. It's just a bloody joy. Why had I never heard anything about this fragrance? But yeah, that's Invitation from Amouage, and that's the last one. So yes, a stupendously brief one. This dump looks quite pleasant sometimes, doesn't it? But yeah, just a quick list. It's nothing, you know, who can be bothered to watch anything in January? An epic video will be coming soon, kind of between two, 3 series, so that should be the next month, but it'll be the end of the month. Nobody cares. What about you? What sort of fragrances do you wear to brighten up the worst of all months, the Monday of months, January? What's your favourite kind of brighter fragrance on a dark, cold day? Do you wear brighter fragrances in these kind of grim times? Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Bye.